Hello, welcome to Mr. B's Ukulele channel. Please like and subscribe, and I hope you enjoy watching. This is the tutorial for Help, part of Mr. B's Beatles Month on Mr. B's Ukulele channel. I hope you enjoy this one. It's a great song. I love singing this one, but it is quite hard. And if you're really confident and really brave, you can sing the whole thing at the right pitch. I'm putting the help, I need somebody technically down an octave. If you're feeling confident, you go the whole hog. But I'm not going to, for the sake of the viewers. Right, so let's start off by looking at the chords. Then we'll start off with the strumming because it's easy. We'll sort of do the strumming and chords together. Then I'll just talk you through the piece. It's not actually a difficult one to play through. There are just a couple of difficult chords. There's a B minor in there, and there's an E minor seventh, or though we call it the G6 at the end. And that's pretty much it. It's really just the B minor that makes it difficult, but it does add a bit of challenge to the piece. The B minor and the E minor combination, in fact. So I'll have a good look at those in a second, and then I'll look at the layout as well. Okay. Right, let's look at those chords together. Now we'll whiz through the easy ones, and then I'll focus on that B minor and E minor combination, because that's the bit you're going to have to focus on in order to play this song. Once you can do E minor to B minor and vice versa, this song's sorted, and you'll have no problem with that at all. So let's look at the A minor, F, D and G, which is what we do at the beginning. In fact, let's just talk about the strumming pattern so we can go straight into that. Down, down, up, down, up, that classic ukulele strumming pattern. Let's do that on an A minor, F, D and G, and we'll do it slowly, so if you're not sure on any of those chords, you can easily see how to play them. A minor. Help, I need somebody. F, help, not just anybody. D, help, you know I need someone. G, help. Do it one more time. A minor. F, D, and G. Just make sure your D is that second finger across the top three strings. Don't touch that bottom string, otherwise it changes the chord entirely. And it doesn't sound very good. Right, so that's the beginning. That's your A minor, F, D, and G. Let me see. We've also got a C. Should all be good on a C by now. We've got a C. And then we've just got E minor, B minor and G6. Now I mentioned earlier the E minor 7. In some of my other pieces I call this an E minor 7. In this piece we're calling it a G6. Chords do actually have different names depending on what key you're in. I'm not going to go into that now, but you can call chords different things. If you just imagine a piano, a C sharp and a D flat is the same note. Because it's the black note in between the C and the D, so depending on whether you're talking about a C or a D, it can be a C sharp or a D flat. For the same reason, chords can have two different names. So the E minor 7 that we've played in some of our other Queen numbers, in this piece we're calling it a G6, which I think we mentioned in La Vie en Rose as well, so we have used both before. We're calling it a G6 today because we are playing Gs at the end of the piece when we come to it, so it's just easier to imagine it in that way. So forget E minor 7 for now, but we're calling it G6 and it is the same thing. Right, let's have a look at that B minor and E minor, which, trust me, are the bigger challenges here. Right, okay, if we look at the main verse, we get straight into that B minor and E minor. Although we start on a G, it goes something like this. When I was younger, so much younger than today, I never needed anybody's help in any way. Now, B minor, there we go. First finger, second fret, bottom three strings. Third finger stretched to the fourth fret, top string, and there's your B minor. It's tricky, and it's tricky to get accurately, and you might hear in my sing-along and tutorial the odd clipped chord where I don't quite get there quickly enough, and I just catch another chord on the way up. It's a really hard one to catch perfectly in time with the music. So we're on the G, and we go to the B minor. And you might want to slow down when you get there just so that it goes smoothly in, because otherwise you're going to have a big pause. When I was younger, so much younger than today. You heard me slightly trip there as I went for it, because I took my finger off the G before I'd finished strumming, so it slightly twanged and then went into the B minor. G, just push that first finger up. So you're on the G, push that first finger up and then sort of stab at that with the third finger and hope you hit it right. When I was younger, so much younger than today. E minor. Oh, that wasn't an E minor. It nearly was. I never needed anybody's help in any way. So from the B minor, E minor. And you've really got to just know where your E minor is, because you've pretty much just got to lift and put. You've got to lift off, you've got to drop the whole lot down, and you're pretty much lifting and putting it back in the right place. So it's not an easy guide. You're just lowering all your fingers and putting that second finger in as well, trying to hit that E minor in the right place. You've just got to practice that B minor to E minor. Let's just do that. B minor, E minor. Do have a good look at that, because that's the key to this piece. If you can do that transition, and ideally from a G, just practice the G, B minor, E minor. You can do it. Once you've got that, you can do this piece. Okay, the only other tricky bit, you heard it there a little bit already. I never needed anybody's help in any way. It's just a nice little skip. Instead of going from the C to the G, which we do later on directly, we sneak in a little F. Help in any way. And you can either sing just straight, help in any way, or you can sing the F. Help in any way. Help in any way. Help in any way. Just gives it a nice little twerk in the middle there. But you're not doing full strumming patterns, so it's down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up. C, down, down, up, F, down, up. So it's just the last two strums of that pattern on the F. Yeah, and then a full pattern on the G. And then we carry on, and it's pretty much the same, just repeated. And they're the two tricky parts of this song. Let's just look at the end with that G6 as well. Now, most of the time, the verses finish with, won't you please, please help me. And then they just carry on into the next verse. The ending has just a variation on that. Won't you please, please help me, help me, help me. And it's really very simple, because going from a G to a G6 is actually probably the easiest chord transition on the ukulele you can do, because all you have to do is lift off that third finger. Your first and second finger are on the G6. G, G6, G, G6. So easy. G, G6. So we go at the end from the E minor, so there's a bit of a jump from the E minor to the G. Won't you please, please help me. Help back to the G, me. Help G6, me. Just look carefully at how we do the singing there. So it's help me on the G, help me. So we start the U, then go back onto the G. Won't you please, please help me, help me, help me. And there's your ending. So it's actually quite a nice, lively, easy to play piece. Some tricky singing. You've got some quite high range parts to sing there. But just that one difficult transition from the G to the B minor to the E minor. So have a good look at that. The rest of the piece really will fall together once you've got that sorted out. And then it's just a great Beatles, classic Beatles. So do enjoy that one. Have a lot of fun. Take care.